This is such an odd topic to talk about. But I posted on the Star Wars: The Old Republic subreddit about a update that came with the current patch that I believe is already out. I'm gonna literally log in after the video, where it says in the Flashpoint Hammond Station that the security cannons that happened before the bridge need to actually be defeated in order to disengage the bridge in the area, so you have to pass. Now, it's funny to me because this is just a way of us players to sort of speedrun it, in a sense. And it's something they decided to fix so many years later. And it's just funny to me that this is what it's come down to. And the amount of response, like I'm talking about 141 comments. I don't think I'll be getting through all of these, but I do want to actually talk about this change because it actually has stirred something within the community, and I'm here for it, man. I'm here. So the top is already with fuck. Frustrating, not with the fix itself, but how long it takes the developers to make a fix that should have been made years ago. People have been using this shortcut, apparently unintended behavior, for so long that players have grown used to it. It was same took too long problem with Athos and the jump to the wall edge bypass of the two group of mobs right before the first boss. Exactly. On one hand, there are a lot of bugs still in the game, but this one is the one they focus on. Like, I don't have a problem with the fix, but the fact that it can be fixed when it's been an issue for so long is interesting. On the other hand, this does give me hope they do start fixing these old bugs. Yeah, so with Aethys as well, you had like a little wall jump you had to do in order to skip like 2 mobs of enemies. And now, of course, they're gonna fix what happened in Hammer Station. I'll be real with you. I don't give a shit. I'm happy for the update, if anything. I just, yeah, when it comes to the ways flashpoints are being done, it's kind of a, like, people are expected to know which way to go every single time. Now, I switch between damage and tank when it comes to flashpoints, especially master flashpoints, actually, not for veteran. Veteran, I just do DPS, but with master flashpoints, I tend to just play tank or DPS. If you've seen a character called Lucran, as me. But I do have to say that for new players and people that come to this game, obviously for their first time, and they want to get into dungeons, this might just be a little bit scary because people are just either not geared, which shouldn't be a problem in veteran, but people do call those things out. They don't skip cutscenes. They don't know certain skips, and they accidentally aggro mobs, and now everyone has to go back and they have to fight, and it costs like 10 seconds. And this is the issue I have with people's mentality that comes with this update. Yeah, you're sort of like getting rid of muscle memory because you have to get rid of these turrets in order to move on. But new players don't have to like fixate on being able to like gather up with the group, being able to like be as fast as them, not being able to catch up and staying behind. That's the problem that some new players have, and people get kicked for those things. If anything, I'll be honest, I may or may not have been in a group where 2 people, I believe they were in the same guild, I'm not going to mention the guild, but they were absolutely fussed about this random guy that just fucking did not go through the bridge, didn't know how to do it, just kept getting stuck on the turret. He just thought he needed to attack them. No one was helping him, and we were all just waiting on him, even though we could have technically just moved on to the boss, kill it, and the guy would have been happy with the reward. But it's like, they don't know this. They don't know how it happens. They're so confused, man. You have to realize, like, I have been playing MMOs for so many years. Like, many years. If anything, I can exactly say it's been the first time I played an MMO was December 2011, because Star Wars: The Old Republic was my first MMO. I was 12 at the time, 25 now. I'm a young'un. Most friends I have in MMORPGs are way over their 30s. That's completely normal because that's kind of like the like age demographic. I don't know how you say it, but they're meant for these people. Because new players, like youngins, and they just start gaming. MMOs is kind of like it feels like a relic of the old past. But some people come into the Old Republic being Star Wars fans or outside Star Wars fans, not knowing how an MMO works. And The Old Republic's tutorial system is absolute dog shite. And people are not going to learn through the tutorials. I didn't, you know. I had to do a hammer station just like any other person, but obviously back in those days, that skip wasn't really there to begin with. And people just, they don't know all this stuff. They don't know the rotation. They don't know which abilities to press. Like, I'll be honest, I'm not going to name the person. I may have a friend that plays the game with me sometimes. And he sometimes uses his AoE attack on his rotation. And I do try to explain to him how it kind of works. And he's starting to learn. But some people just don't know how stuff works. And that is fine. They're going to be casuals. They're here for the story. They want to do a dungeon here and there. Let them be, man. Like, we can't always expect to fucking do your speed runs. It's impossible. Not everyone is cut out for it. But anyways, I'm going off the rails. This is purely about the hammer station. Like, I luckily know most speedruns, and I know, like, I can deal with what people want to do, but I've already been infuriating with people that don't want to do specific bonuses. It's like, I still need to get some bonus achievements. I have a master flashpoint that already has all the 25 kill bonus achievements, but the fucking bonus kill is still at like 7 because there were only 7 groups within my 25 plus runs that were willing to do an extra boss for extra gear. And I'm just there thinking, why is this such a hard thing to do? You know, people just want to go from beginning to end so fast. I get it. We've done the content a million times. I've done Hammer Station so many times, man. You don't even understand. I couldn't even count it in my head. I've done it so many times. But I'm not fucking complaining if people are too slow. There's no point. And I'm definitely not going to kick people for being too slow. This is a great opportunity for teaching people how this game works. Not the speedrunning bit, but just the bosses in general, the mobs in general, everything, man. Give them this opportunity. Who was complaining about this? Sadly, I think you're right. Why nerf the HP and make them easy to kill when you can force players to fight them? People skip them because they took too much time to kill, but who from the dev team plays the game nowadays? They've been complaining on the forums lately that they've been getting vote kicked or bullied, threatened out of Hammer Station because they either lagged behind, joined late, or match made in late and couldn't get past the turrets without dying, which was causing the players further ahead to get mad and remove them for whatever silly reason. It is a very big silly reason. I've noticed an uptick lately in people posting on Discords, Reddit, and see, I don't follow most of these things because I don't really like joining Discords. Because I just feel like it's just absolute gibberish. But Reddit and the official forums are fine. Of complaints that they're new, just unlocked, or fell behind in Hammer Station and got bullied because they couldn't catch up to the final boss or slowed others down. It's like, look, I'm going to be honest, aside from this as well, the game isn't dying, but the game is in recession, and it always has been in recession. It's lively enough, but it's no Final Fantasy 14, it's no World of Warcraft, it's no RuneScape, no. It's way, way below these type of numbers. And bullying, threatening people, boat kicking them, it just makes people not want to play the game. And you're just kicking like potential players that if they take the time to learn and to get through this content, that they are able to actually start raiding. They invite their own friends, like, this game is amazing, and then 1 or 2 other people join. They create a guild, or they join a guild, and they have more formations and more people to do stuff. They can do people, like, you have people playing the fucking game, and you're not giving them this chance because you're absolutely venting, bullying, threatening them beyond belief to the point they don't really feel like joining a dungeon anymore. And yeah, if this happens every time, then obviously the fucking game's gonna die at some point if this is the mentality, because people are just gonna leave because the elitism is taking over. That always sucks. But shit like that always happens with games that barely have updates and are like many, many years old. And it sucks to see it this way. I wish people weren't this way, but it's sadly something we have to get through. I would have preferred them add a bonus mission for killing them and then make all FP bonus missions give FP catalysts and gear drops. The bonus missions do give gear drops if it's a boss. Most bonus missions actually lead up to a boss, but people are just not willing to do that. I do have to say, I do agree in the fact that some bonus missions are just there to give you XP. Because I don't even think they give credits, but they just give XP, and aside from that, there's nothing else that is given for you, and you can skip those right ahead. There's some flashpoints that have like 3 bonus missions, and I need to figure out which one gives me the boss, you know? I'm used to fighting the cannons anyway, so this doesn't bother me that much. I actually did with my friend, who I talked about the rotation thing, I did Hammer Station with him yesterday with just the 2 of us. Because he doesn't like grouping up with people just yet, so I just want to warm him up with this sort of content. We did the turrets, because I talked about him about the update that was going to come. And yeah, it took us, maybe compared to like sprinting through the bridge, it took us like an extra 30 seconds to a minute of killing both things with the 2 of us and a companion each. And that was it, man. It wasn't that hard. There was barely any challenge. They're just HP sponges. But it's also a great way for people to practice their fucking buttons, because they just have that much HP. Like, take your time, learn your buttons, get used to yourself. Hammer Station is like the early thing you can do in terms of flashpoints, aside from obviously the Black Talon and the Esselers. But you have a great opportunity to check out how much damage you can actually deal to someone that has so much HP. Yeah, it's amazing. Get to fight these cannons. Wonder if they can fix people running for the generator without first asking if people are scavenging. I do love this. Then we're just like standing there. Our characters like move like this around, and we're like, okay, no one's got it. Let's keep running. Oh man, that is lovely. Oh no, now I'll have to take, by bot snorkeler, I'll have to take an extra 20 seconds to kill 2 mobs and won't have to deal with the guaranteed repair costs of having to jump off a cliff at the end of the FP to be able to leave. The horror. Those 20 seconds add up when you're doing Hammer Station speedruns 15 times in a row? Fuck, are you doing that? What? If you're doing 15 Hammer speedruns in a row, you have bigger problems than time management. What the? Yes! Come on, man. I'll be honest, I actually haven't had Hammer Station in a while, except for that one FP I did. I don't do veteran flashpoints as much anymore. I just do master flashpoints. I'm actually sick and tired of getting Lost Island. That's the FP I'm playing like every fucking day lately. It's ridiculous. But it's also great because there's some people that don't know the mechanics, and you feel great being able to explain how it works. And sometimes we wipe, and that's fine. And it's just a learning curve, man. And it's absolutely amazing to people get through this, and they're happy, and they just exhume their happiness through the chat. I've already had one particular guy, I forgot his name. I forgot his name. Something with he didn't know the mechanics, or at least he did it like many years ago and he can't remember it. And we were able to do it first try, and we did the whole dungeon afterwards. And he was just very happy, was grateful for the group. We explained it every time on a good level, and he was able to enjoy himself. And we did another run with him, and that was fun, man. And this is what dungeons should be like. I'll take, but I'm kind of glad I play SWTOR to immerse myself into being a Jedi Knight. I don't get the appeal of using my free time to make a little cartoon man on my screen to wall hug, avoid enemies on the same corridor over and over again every day. Might be another hot take, but it baffles me that anyone can play the Old Republic as a traditional WoW-esque MMO where the goal is to rush everything in order to get rewards ASAP. It's Star Wars, for fuck's sake. You get to play out the fantasy of a badass Sith or Jedi or bounty hunter or whatever, looking cool as fuck while killing shit, and goes without saying that's a very, very story-driven game where everything is kind of slow. I get it. Most people have already played every dungeon 1,000 times, but why don't you want to just fight shit? Honestly, BioWare at the time, Broadsword now, I think they had a temporary mechanism where if you wanted to do the daily flashpoints, like you want to get the reward for the daily, which means you have to click on every single flashpoint, it was like a sort of rotation where there's like 4 to 10 flashpoints available that particular week and then 10 the other time. I feel like that's a good way to sort of get rid of, for example, 1 or 2 weeks of just absolutely having Hammer Station, because it's ridiculous, man. Like, I love leveling. I love gearing. It's a grind fest lately. Like, bring me back 6.0 gearing. But honestly, I'd rather gear by going through like 6 different master flashpoint runs Then do 6 times hammer stations. Yes, hammer stations is way faster. Everyone knows what to fucking do. But I just want different mechanics, man. Because hammer station has no mechanics. It's just kill them quickly. Like, give me fucking Kaon Under Siege, Lost Island, the Foundry, or I don't know, just one of the newest ones. I had to do the Nathema Conspiracy, also amazing. Shrine of Silence, bro, give me those flashpoints. I'm sick and tired of just doing hammer station. Get the hell out of here, man. Honestly, this is a fuck you fix. Yeah, it better be. Oh no, anyways, exactly. Actually, before I end the video, let me check controversial. How bad is controversial? -2. Not fighting the bullet sponge cannons legit shaves off like 10% of the runtime of that FP. Frustrating. 10%. You're telling me... I would say more like 3-4%. But still, that's kind of ridiculous, man. Not even, actually. The security cannon? Cannon. Oh, how do these people have degrees? I do notice they have very often... Like, I know it's just a minor spelling mistake, but they still have some minor spelling mistakes in a lot of things within the game. We should kill them. Wipe them out. 0. That was kind of okay. Just on 0. Fuck. Lol. I don't really care. Lol. Doesn't take that long to kill them. Yeah. Fuck them for this. Ebon Hawk. Oh my god. That's old. I used to be in the Red Eclipse and Progenitor, actually. I think... No, the Red Eclipse was... I actually don't remember. I think I had characters on both. And I played on both. Don't fix something that isn't broken sincerely every single person on the planet. Hell no, man. Okay. But yeah, you get the idea. Honestly, it's just meh. I think the update is fine. I feel like... I don't know if they actually said it out loud, because some people just play the game without reading the patch notes, and then they don't fucking follow shit like this, and suddenly they try to skip the area. Although I'm intrigued to see how it actually looks like, but I'm not going to do veterans. I'll do master flashpoints, and if I get hammer, I'll get hammer. But for now, I got some weeklies to do. It was nice to talk about this post. I generally had a good time. And yeah, just honestly, it's kind of like... I expected people to be either positive or negative about this one sentence. Oh my god. But holy shit, man. I'm glad they've done this. They should do this with many, many more FPs. They need to get rid of a lot of shortcuts. I feel like that is just the best way to do it, because some people will lag behind and they don't know how to follow shit. I'm also talking, for example, about Eternity Vault's stealth system, that sort of thing. Like, that's just my opinion. Should they maybe reward people for killing mobs? Like, I don't even remember. I don't think they give credits, but if they do, they should. Or if they don't, they should give some credits, just so that you get something out of it. I think at the time, I don't even remember if back in the day you got conquest points for killing these mobs, but you were able to level up your renown until like 999, and everything was worth doing. And I loved that leveling system. It was amazing, because I get to do something after level 80. I'm soon close to get my best in slot gear. After that, I have nothing else to do but wait for the next patch. Whereas with the whole renown ranks, it took a very long time to get there, but it was fun. Anyways, though, I just want to talk about this whole hammer station thing, the spammer station. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to thank you all for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. And yeah, take care and peace.